Hello, everyone, and welcome to R&R in the Car, the bi-weekly podcast. I'm your first host, Ronald, aka Ed Boy. I'm joined with my with my second co-host, Ryan Crocky. Ryan, how are you?
Get the ghost. Get that ghost.
So, Ryan, I've noticed that you
get the pellets. I'm so close. Get that. Get that cherry.
You brought in a game system. Well,
I'm trying to beat this thing. I'm on like level 5. I've never gotten this far.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Why?
Cops here.
Wait, what happened?
Did you pause the game?
No. Yeah, I paused it for a second. All right,
Game's
here we go.
glitching out a
Here we
little
go.
bit, Ryan.
I know. It's all right. What the fuck? No, I just bought this. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh no.
I lost.
Oh well.
See what you made me do?
I'm sorry.
You made me lose.
Welcome, everyone. Today's topic
Now put in the intro.
Is
Right now.
Whether near or far, here we are. It's R&R and we're in the car.
All right, there we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, everyone.
All right, hi.
Welcome to episode.
What is it, 7?
7.
Is it
6.
7? 6?
7.
7.
7.
Is it 7?
Yes, it's 7
Are you
episodes.
sure?
Welcome to the 7th episode of
Look at
R&R in
my
the Car.
shirt. You see my shirt?
Fucking hell. Nintendo, look at that.
Yeah. Do you know why I'm wearing a Nintendo shirt?
Why are you wearing a Nintendo
Because
shirt?
today's podcast is about video games.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing, right?
I know. See, I dress appropriately.
That's good to know.
I put a lot of thought into this show.
Glad you did, Ryan.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
What did you wear?
for
Your
that.
Fallout shirt for once? Or you
No.
didn't because that's a video game shirt? And
wore a
that's,
shirt that I
this is
got-
the only time you didn't wear the goddamn video game
Isn't
shirt?
that ironic?
That's so... It's ironic. I don't know what that means. Yes, it's ironic.
I'm wearing a shirt that I got for Christmas.
What is it?
It's a 90s shirt.
Oh, I love that shirt.
And,
Dude, he's wearing the shirt that's got like Reptar and Hey Arnold and
Ren
Ren
and
and Stimpy and
and-
Real Monster. Dude, can I have that?
well, you can, but it won't fit you. Because I'm a small man.
It won't fit you. Well, I'll make it fit.
Oh, that's
I'll
a
cut the
good
sleeves
idea.
off and cut the
I mean,
midriff
if it
off.
helps, I was born in the 90s, so that was sort of when,
You
good.
should start driving.
Okay, sure.
I'm really hungry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's
I don't
fine.
treat Ronnie this way. You better fucking
Ah,
drive.
alright, Jesus. Fucking hell.
Fucking
I was
hell.
about to make a horrible joke.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck me.
Fuck me. Would you like to?
Worked up the arse.
I had a lady friend over last night.
She fucked you up the arse.
She might not be too happy to hear that you'd like to fuck me. I finally had a date. I had like
How did it go? How
Oh,
did it go?
It went really, really well.
I'm very glad to hear that. my
We've been,
friend.
well, you've been at work when we were like fighting.
Yes. Me and Ryan fight like a married
No,
couple.
not me and you, me
Oh.
and the girl.
Well, that part is true.
Yeah. Well, me and
You
you
and the
do
girl
fight.
at work?
No, the girl, Leah. Remember Leah, the one I was
Yeah.
talking? Oh, I'm saying names again. Let's call her. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Her name's Leah.
There you go. Well, you said it twice, so.
Yeah, I know. But we hadn't met before. We hadn't met each other,
Okay.
and we've had this like weird spiritual connection that like came out of nowhere.
Okay.
And then we were supposed to meet at Olive Garden Sunday
Okay.
at noon, and she didn't show up,
Oh, yeah.
and I
heard
was
about it.
so upset.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I never even stood up before, and I just actually sent her the poem I was writing on the bus on the way to Olive Garden.
Just show her.
Yeah, I'd send her a screenshot. What does it say? It says, hold on.
Beautiful way to start off the topic about video games.
I know. Well, we should talk about our own lives a
Fair
little
enough.
bit, right? I mean, it's a time capsule.
It's a transparent show that we're broadcasting. All right.
Yeah, right. We want to give
everybody has a right to know about what we got going on.
right. I'm sure they're all chomping at the bit to know what's going on in our lives.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh fucking hell! I can't wait to hear the poem that Ryan wrote for the girl.
Oh, are you slobbering? Are you salivating? Can you wait?
I'm shaking at like the anticipation and the suspense.
I know you didn't want me to play this, but it's a trap remix, and I couldn't resist.
I don't even know. I don't know if that's better or worse.
Well,
I don't know if that's
it can't be
better or
worse.
No, not in the sense of like getting in trouble. I'm just saying. Like,
Here it comes. Oh yeah,
oh
that
my
change
God
up.
Almighty.
And then it
Of
even
all
has like the
fucking
underground part.
remixes.
It's
Ryan,
so
I
good.
would rather you just got the actual.
Oh, the actual song. It's so
Jeez
good.
Louise.
Anyway, so I wrote this girl. What did I write? It's so short.
As you talk over a fucking trap remix of the Mario theme song.
Yeah. Super
Fuck
Mario.
me
I'm Super Mario.
sideways, yo. Welcome to R&R in the car, boys.
I hope I get a star, yo. My freestyling abilities are terrible. Yeah, welcome to R&R in the car. What did I write? I'm trying to find it.
Hurry before the drop comes.
Ah!
The drop's coming, Ryan. You better find it.
Okay. It's so short. I was sitting on the bus. She wasn't answering any of my texts. It said Facebook has that stupid thing where it tells you how active or how long ago somebody was active, sexually active or otherwise. And I wrote, "Fucking bitch, I never should have expected this ditzy chick to pull up. Admit it, shit is what you're full of, cause I'm sitting here pissed and stood up. I was so mad." Alright.
Ryan was so angry.
Dude, I was so pissed.
His rational thought had flown out of the window immediately. The man didn't not even for 5 fucking minutes sit down and think to himself, maybe something happened. Maybe something came up.
I did think that. I thought to myself, I hope she's okay. And then I thought...
And then instantly went into, she's a bitch.
No, and then I saw that she was active.
Okay.
Like 10 minutes ago, and I'm like,
so you're basically saying that she didn't want to go on the date with you or something.
Well, that's what I thought.
She stood you up on purpose.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I had to take 2 buses, Ronnie, and I had to get up like, you know, I don't like to wake up early. I had to get up at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I know. And so I get to Olive Garden and I say 2, maybe. Maybe party at 2.
Oh God, Ryan's back.
They seat me with 2 menus.
Put Ryan in his favorite table.
Yeah, give Ryan
the specialty or whatever.
So they just took me to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I said thank you, and they kept feeding me soup, and I just shit it out and then keep eating it. It's unlimited, kids. That's what I do. So she didn't show up.
Okay.
So then I go back to work, or I go to work. I'm 2 hours early.
Why do all the podcasts have to start out with you having girl problems? I've noticed that.
I have a lot of girl problems.
Well, have you ever noticed that maybe it's not the girl, Ryan?
I'm the common denominator?
Maybe it's you, Ryan. Maybe you're a fuckboy, Ryan. Have you ever thought of that, huh? You ever deduced that one?
Well, Mario has to save his princess. Did you ever wonder if maybe it's Mario's fault?
Yeah, maybe Mario's
that every
problem.
time he has a new game,
maybe
fucking
Bowser's trying to
Peach is kidnapped?
Yeah, maybe Bowser's trying to get Peach out of the abusive domestic relationship.
Yeah, maybe he is. Maybe it's not. Maybe not
relationship.
everything's as clear cut as we'd like to think it is.
Open your eyes, sheeple. Yeah. Mario's abusive. Peach is trying to get away from him, and Bowser is trying to help him.
I saw him.
That's why his castle is so fortified. He knows how powerful Mario is.
Well, I'm just imagining Mario like wasted, like pounding that plunger into his hand like a rolling pin.
You stupid bitch!
You stupid bitch! I'm gonna fucking kill you! I'm gonna lay the pipe and then I'm gonna kill you!
Another trap remix of a fucking...
She's like, 911 emergency.
Yeah, Mario's going crazy! Bitch, I'm gonna kill you! Welcome to... Never mind, you know what?
It's beyond welcome.
We've already gone this far.
You started it.
I didn't start anything.
You started the Mario voice. I love doing
point did I say, Ryan, you know what will make this podcast twice as better? A trap remix of fucking Yoshi's theme song.
No, it's the Overworld.
Oh.
Why did I I brought my DS just for fucking button sound effects?
Ryan!
Make a left.
You can't... Why does Pac-Man need that many button presses? You only have to move one thing, Ryan.
But that's the only joystick I have.
Why were you spamming buttons in a Pac-Man game?
It's hot in here. God damn.
I'm trying to fucking clean off the fucking window.
The window's okay to have down when sorry, the window's okay to have down.
God forbid the people in the fucking traffic hear the traffic.
No, I'm not.
Yeah!
Traffic. Look here, buddy.
We haven't even.
So anyway, so I go to work, right? I'm 2 hours early. We haven't gotten to video games
We're
yet.
not done.
No, I'm not done with the story
Fuck
yet.
off, video games. We have to talk about Ryan.
Oh God, life is a video game, okay?
No, continue, Ryan.
Oh, thanks,
Fuck
Ronnie.
me.
I appreciate your
Continue, please. For the love of all that is holy, end the story.
I appreciate your permission.
Yeah, you're welcome. I don't let you.
May I continue
Yes.
with the story?
Speak already, then.
So I go to work 2 hours early.
Okay.
I try to lay my head down on the desk in the office, and I'm trying to sleep. Of course, Tevin wants to walk in and blow in my face. Oh, hey, big guy. Fuck you. Then I get a call. And who is it? It's Leah.
Okay.
I almost didn't answer it.
Okay.
But I did. She had overslept. She didn't set her alarm. I said, well...
Sound familiar?
It does, actually. And I can relate. So then she ended up coming over that night.
Okay.
We had a great time. And then she came over again last night and slept over. We're having a great time.
That's
We're
amazing,
having a blast.
Ryan.
Really happy.
That's great. I'm so glad to hear that, Ryan.
You sound sarcastic.
Ryan, I have never gotten so mad at someone to the point where I made a fucking,
Are we going to Arby's?
no,
We're not?
No.
Do you have an idea?
no,
Well, where are we going? Taco Bell?
yeah,
Ew. No, I want to go to Arby's.
okay.
Look out! I don't have my car crash sound effect queued up.
Yeah,
G.
Ryan,
What?
why would you get, first of all, I understand that you at least put in some rational thought. You were like, I'm not just going to outright get mad at her for no
I
reason.
didn't.
That's just silly talk. Instead, what you went and did was you made an entire poem based off of the
It wasn't
fact-
an entire. It's 4 lines. I was just. It was only 4 lines that I wrote. It's not like I put it in my sports page.
And then come to find out that it was all just a big misunderstanding and she accidentally overslept, kind of like something that you did. So at the end of the day, it wasn't really that big of a
Something
deal.
I did.
You said it, you could relate.
Oh well, yeah, I can.
Happy to meet you. Please order when you're ready.
Can I have a smokehouse brisket meal?
I love video games.
Small.
Rodney thinks I don't play video games.
Sierra Mist. Do
Yeah.
you want me to tell her? I don't want you to shout over that. I don't want you to,
Can I have
Never mind.
a classic beef and cheddar sandwich? Roast beef, please. Can I just have a roast beef sandwich and beef and cheddar?
You would do that too. I was
What?
afraid you would do that in the intro. You would start like rapping and you would like try to throw me in to see if I could like freestyle.
I can't, dude.
I would have fucking
I'm
crumbled.
so bad at freestyling. I have too much anxiety for that. What's going on with this shit?
He's jamming out.
Oh yeah. I don't blame her.
Ryan, you know how small my voice is. They're not going to hear me.
Well, you weren't talking.
I am talking. Fuck you. I just have a very small
Look how
voice.
far I'm holding it away from the phone. You see how far away from the phone it is?
Hello out there.
Hello, is there anyone there?
Is anyone near?
Excuse me, I'd like to order my roast beef, please. I'm hungry.
Extra beefy.
Extra roasted.
Roasting.
Roasted. Did you get the classic roast beef and the classic beef and cheddar? Dude, does this fucking thing work or not? Can I? Well, no. There's more. There's more.
Okay.
Can I also get a medium cherry Pepsi with no ice
Yes.
and a 3-piece potato cakes and a piece of potato cake?
Anything else?
That's it.
1967.
Hey,
What
we
have
leveled
you
up.
done?
That was like a boss battle.
You fucking made it cost $3 more. You gosh darn. I'm not made of money, Ryan.
I have monies.
You have monies?
Yeah.
I have monies too.
I have many monies.
We've all got monies.
Good. All right, so...
Can we please start talking about video games now?
Okay, yes.
Fuck
But you...
me.
No, I was trying to. You insinuated the other day when I brought up doing this topic that I didn't play... But Ryan, you don't play video games. But Ryan...
What you don't? Well,
You don't play video games.
You don't
think
play
just
video
because
games
I don't
now?
fucking stream on a fucking nerd site that I don't
Nerd site.
fucking
Site
play
for
video
nerds?
games? I've been
Oh,
playing video games. Vidya.
There you go.
I've been playing
Vidya.
video games since before you were even born.
I know that.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, you don't play video games like... I mean, I could see if you're playing video games like now to this day.
Well, I don't own a PS4,
And
okay?
that's fine.
But
That's why I was like, well,
I'm
you
only
don't-
one behind. I've owned 3 PS3s for God's sakes.
I've owned like 6 PS2s. And that is
What is that? Because you keep trading them and buying them?
No, because we were like awful children. We kept breaking them.
Oh, see, me, I would have like a PS1. I'd sell it to buy an N64. Then I'd sell the N64, buy a PS1 again, and keep doing it. Because I'm unstable.
That's sure.
My lucky friends, my rich friends, got to have both.
My stepdad still has the fat PS2.
I had a fat PS2.
Yeah, because it came out with the slim one.
Yeah, that littler one. God, I'll never forget when I first got that PS2, man. I was like a senior I think I was a senior in high school.
Wow.
And they were like $450, and you couldn't get them anywhere. And this guy called me from Best Buy, this guy I knew that worked there, and he was like, dude, I got one. And I had to go to the alley behind Best Buy. And don't glance down at my wallet.
Why did I do that? Why did I do that?
You're waiting for me
I
to
was
pay you.
I was listening, but I was also trying to get my wallet, so I was like concentrating.
Did you just look at my dick?
Maybe.
Maybe I did.
I don't need fucking... Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Help me, please.
Yeah, well, you're putting paper together to add up together to trade for goods and services.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's easy. It happens every time. So anyway, I met this guy in the alley. It was like the bum selling Chucky to Andy's mom in Child's Play.
Okay.
He was like, hey, psst, over here. And I had to go behind Best Buy. Hey, yeah? He's like, hey, you want this PS4? Well, you got to suck on this hose for a while. That didn't really happen.
I know it
But I
didn't
gave him
happen.
the money and I got it. And it was the best Hanukkah present ever. And that PS2, man, I didn't have a DVD player yet, so it was my first DVD player. Scary Movie was my first DVD. Dude, I was in heaven. Because I had a Dreamcast. I stood in line. Hey, you don't fuck you saying I don't fucking play video games. Do you know how long I stood in line to get a Sega Dreamcast? I had all the games.
I wasn't even born a second Dreamcast.
Well, and respect your goddamn video game elders.
I do. I didn't know you played video games though.
I play so many video games.
All you
dude.
kept talking to me about was GoldenEye, and that was it. That was the only reference I
Because
had.
I would really like to watch you play that.
That was the only reference I had. You never told me.
You never asked.
Well, you fucking... You never...
You never did.
I
You
never
never
assumed you
did.
did.
It's all my fault.
Here go your change.
Thank you very much.
A large chocolate shake.
I was gonna ask her if she likes video games, but she doesn't seem like she's in a good mood.
We need our...
Did you get a drink?
Yeah.
Where is it? They never get.
What do
you
you
a fucking
mean? It's
drink.
right
That's
there.
mine, you
Oh.
piece of shit.
What else is my drink?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I want our old lady
I know.
back.
Where's that lady?
She
Let's.
was
I
nice.
still want to ask her though.
What?
It'll make for good radio.
Radio.
Yeah, radio.
Radio.
The shadow knows. It's like we're on a talk show.
She does not look like she plays video games. We could ask her though.
It's the war of the worlds.
If you really want to.
I'm
'Cause
gonna.
I'll say, I know you will.
I'm gonna.
You're fucking Ryan, for God's sake.
I know. I'm not. I
I
don't
hope
back
that
down
every-
from anybody. I'm like Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum doesn't back down.
He never backs down.
Ah. Okay, so you played the Dreamcast. Would you say that's your favorite system?
Oh no.
Okay. What's your favorite system?
Do you want me to go way back into like my first
Like-
video game system?
The hold on. Because there was the Sega Dreamcast and then there was the Sega 64, right?
No, there's
No?
a Nintendo 64.
There's no Sega 64.
No,
What the
there's a
fuck am I
Sega
talking
CD.
about?
There's
there
like
it is. That's what I was
That's a
thinking
32-bit system. That was before the PlayStation came out, and then PlayStation destroyed it.
of. So what's the Commodore 64? Is that a video game?
Commodore 64 is a video game. Yeah.
Okay.
A piece of shit.
I'm fucking stupid.
Nobody fucking bought that thing.
I mean, you gotta. I mean,
You're not stupid.
To be fair, like half of that stuff came out when I was like,
Right.
I wasn't even a.
Well, that's why it's good to have two different perspectives, because we've got me, this old man, who was raised with a Sega. It was a Sega Master System.
Okay.
Not even like pre-Genesis.
Okay.
Like it had games built into the goddamn system. You didn't even have to buy cartridges for it.
I've had games like that.
Well, this was before then. This was like back in the day, and I had a light gun game with it, a motorcycle game. That was my shit. I must have been like 4 years old. I started playing video games. All my friends had computer games. Like I remember my friend, this really nerdy kid in high school. I used to go over his house and watch him play Myst all the time on his computer.
Myst. This is when the submerged laboratory raises up from the river.
You can tell how much Ryan cared deeply about all his friends he hung around.
Well,
Shit
I
on
like
him.
a variety of
That's
people.
how you know you're in the Ryan clique when you just start shitting on you.
Yeah, it means I love you. I like smart kids. I always liked hanging out with smarter people. They would seem to be more entertaining. Not sports kids, smart kids.
The first system that I had was the.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Just kidding. Tell them.
The first system that I had was the Atari.
Yeah.
That was the first system that I was exposed to, and I played. Why is it always when I talk?
I know, but I'm turning it way down.
But why is it always when I so fucking Ryan?
Ryan.
Can I get Arby sauce, please?
I didn't play it, did I? It's very soft. All right, I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Here you go, sir. I apologize about the wait.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I don't think I'm gonna ask her. I'm getting a bad vibe. I don't know. It's not a good vibe today.
It's fine.
Oh wait, I want sauce.
I got the
God.
sauce.
Oh, you did the horsey and Arby's?
Well, no, I just got the Arby sauce.
Oh, you some bitch. I'm going to have to walk back in there. Now I'm going to ask him about
Adventure.
video games.
Ryan
Another
Adventure.
Ryan out of the
Ryan
car.
Adventure. Should we go right next to them?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. It's not like they're sitting in their car.
Oh, they aren't.
Wow. But their lights are on.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Lights are on, but no,
right,
somebody's home, but they're
yeah.
retarded. All right.
I'll just leave this here. I think this is maybe you could ask them about the drink.
Yes, that's another thing I'll do. God, they're so dumb.
They're not dumb. That's not nice.
Here I go.
Another Ryan. Oh, fuck.
No, you can. Oh, you're good. Say goodbye to the people.
I was just going to say another Ryan adventure.
Yay!
But then you got to start.
It's all right.
Don't put it too close to the phone.
All right.
I can't hear ya.
All right. Here I go. If I gotta jump over these turtle shells. I'm gonna save this princess. Level 1, get the sauce. Whoa. Level 2, ask the lady what kind of video games she likes. I forgot to get horsey sauce. Yeah, I was just in line at the drive-thru. And then we have a drink also. Yeah, that we didn't get. It was I think it was a Sprite. Or whatever the equivalent of, yeah. Oh, that's a lot of horsey sauce. That might be too many. Can I just take a couple? That's okay. Here, I'll take... I'm sorry. I'm such a pain in the ass. Can I have one more?
Yeah.
Do you like video games?
Video games?
You ever play them?
Not really.
Never?
When I was younger, I played like video games.
What did you play? We're doing a podcast, so I like to interview people.
What did I just play?
Yeah.
I played like, I had a DSi, I played like Mario, Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
And all stuff like that.
Mario's the best.
Like Mario games. Like, I used to pick everything.
Platformers. Thanks for talking. See ya. Bye, you too. Level complete. Sauces got him. Interview achieved. Character unlocked. Car unlocked. Can we unlock the goddamn car? He won't unlock the car. Oh, car unlocked and character Ronnie unlocked. Hooray!
We're back.
I got sauces and I got your straw. It's in my ear.
Sauces in a straw.
There you go.
We'll put it back down there. Wait, no, hold on, we're talking.
Yeah, that's good.
Fuck.
Let's stay up
Shit.
there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, what was your first video game system?
My first video game system was an Atari.
Oh, really? That's why. Whoops.
Whoop.
Sorry.
You were playing Pac-Man without me?
Yeah, I
How
was playing
dare you?
Pac-Man the
What
whole
fuck is
time.
that?
All right, so when did you get your Atari?
I have no idea. All I know is that I had the Atari.
Yeah.
We played Pong. We played Asteroids.
Yeah.
Your boy was, Big Dog wasn't on the Atari, was it?
Who? Dig Dug?
Big Dog?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was on the Atari.
Yeah.
I fucking loved Big Dog.
Really?
That was my favorite game to play. It was incredibly fun.
Do you want your fries?
Sure.
Dig Dug. What? No, tell me about Dig Dug.
Well, I like Dig Dug. I don't really know what I liked about it. All I know is
Would
that...
you say you dig it?
Yeah. You came up with the joke before I could.
Sorry.
No.
Were you gonna say that?
No. That was a joke that I was thinking of.
You would say.
Yeah.
That's something you would say. What's the object?
Well, you go underground and you have to blow up all these monsters underground.
Yeah.
And help! I'm dying.
You're not fine.
I just died.
Don't lie to the people.
I just died.
Yeah.
See?
No,
Come on.
I
Catch
got
on
it.
your own sound
All
effects.
right, all right.
Fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
You
I like-
fucking idiot.
I liked Dig Dug. I'm not 100% sure what I liked about it. I just know that the object of the game was that you had to go underground and that you had to pop. You had to pop the monsters with like your bike pump for some strange reason.
Yeah?
Yeah, you had a
Oh, you
bike.
got a bike pump.
You had a bike pump. That's about the best way I can describe it. And then they came out with Dig Dug 2 because there was this game that my dad bought. I don't know where he got it from, but we always used to go to California Video. You remember California Video?
Oh, yeah. See, this opens up a whole line of conversation. Video game rental stores.
Yeah, I went to California Video. That's where I think we got Namco Museum.
Oh, which is like all the classic games.
All the classic games. And we had Galaga. We had Dig Dug. We had Pole Position.
Nice.
That was basically where like my fucking like world of like classic games opened up. Where it's like I've never heard of these games before, but these games are amazing.
And you liked them?
And I liked them, and I inadvertently worked my way up through like video games and stuff. Because I would play like really old one-dimensional 8-bit games, and then we got the PS1, and that's when I started walking around with like 3-dimensional games and stuff like that.
That's when, I mean, everything changed with 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
We actually have a caller.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's not quite that time, but...
These fries are dry. We're both dying.
These fries are making me thirsty.
We're
Hello,
both
you're
dying.
on R&R in the car.
Hi, boys.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This...
Did I get through?
Yeah, well, yes you did.
Oh god.
Oh, wow.
Shut up.
Sorry.
I've been waiting to call since the last show. I try every so often, but nobody ever picks up.
You know we upload like bi-weekly, right?
That's every other week.
I thought you guys are in the car all the time.
Who is this? What's your name? I have a feeling.
Brian.
Oh my... I mean... Hey, Brian!
Hey, guys.
How have you been?
I've been doing okay, lonely since the last podcast. After the 10th time, I kind of understood what was happening, and I didn't want to listen anymore.
Well, we're sorry. We didn't mean to give you the impression we didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, we love talking to
No,
our
that's
callers.
okay.
We kind of had a feeling last time that you were, like, watching us, or maybe you were in the car trying to follow us around or something. I don't know. I remember being kind of scared.
Do you not want me to do that?
Very much so.
I mean, we don't know you. Are you like a stalker? Or are you...
Don't ask
I
him
can be
that.
a nice guy once you get to know me. Just don't get on my bad side.
Oh, God.
Duly
That's
noted.
a little scary.
Duly
Which
noted. Duly
RVs
noted.
are we at today, boys?
What? The one in Springfield, Pennsylvania.
Oh, I gotta get there quick then.
Why?
Please.
I mean, we can hang out sometime if you want. You don't have to follow us around.
Really?
Like some... I mean... Well, okay, so today we're talking about video games, Brian. Do you like video games?
What's a video game?
All right, well.
That would be enough of that.
Fuck me. All right, bye.
Thanks for calling, Brian.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Well,
Well, I'm glad we ended that call quickly. Let's be honest. I mean, he almost knew where we were.
how much would he have to offer, really, if he doesnnh know what a video game
That's
is?
true. Okay.
Because I didn't see that conversation going much further than that.
Fair enough, I guess. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So you were talking about your first video game system
Yeah.
and the Namco Museum, right?
Namco Museum, yes.
Yeah. And your favorite
My favorite game
game
was Dig Dug.
Dig Dug.
Fuck me, I'm crying. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, boy.
Here
All
on
right.
R&R in the car.
Yeah, so, yes, we had Namco Museum. I started out with the Atari, and then I got the PS1, and that's when I started playing
Ooh.
games like...
See, you got lucky that you jumped into the PS1 so soon. It must
Yeah,
have looked crazy to you.
Well,
That shit must
see,
have looked
that's the
crazy.
thing, right? That's the thing, because at a young age, right?
Yeah.
I didn't start playing video games till I was like 3 or 4. So I had the controller in my hand, and I was like, there's a picture on the screen.
Uh-huh.
If I move the controller, the picture will do something.
Yeah.
So I will now move the controller in a fashion that will get the picture to do so. I don't know what the fuck's happening, right? But
We're just basically describing what happens when you play a video game.
at a young age, when you reach a certain age, you gain the concept. This
a video
video game is telling me to do something,
Right.
and I will go do it. I didn't fully sit down and play a video game until I was like 9
Oh.
or 10 years old.
Wow, that's old.
That's old, because the whole time I was watching my older brother play video
Wow.
games.
You didn't know what he was doing.
I had no clue what he was doing, but he was doing things, and things were happening. Cutscenes were starting.
So you saw that he was moving a controller around and things were happening on the screen. So you understood that
I
concept?
understood. I was like, he's doing something, right? And when I do that, stuff happens too. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I'm too young to understand.
Right.
But I was able to. I was after a certain point in my. It probably was like 8 or 9, but maybe like 7. That was when I gained the concept of, if I realize now that this game is telling me to do something. I don't care to know because, I'm a kid. I want to just fuck around.
Right.
But, yeah, I didn't actually, play a game to beat the game. And I didn't play a game to beat the game until I was, much older. Half the time was me just playing around.
It's amazing to me to look back on my life. Like, sometimes I think I've spent more time inside a video game than I have in my own fucking life.
That's true.
The hours that I logged in Mario 64 alone. I mean, I remember these moments of pure levity, being in these later levels, flying around in the sky, just I get very into my games.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fine. Because I do too, my friend.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Okay. I didn't think I was alone. It's good to know I'm not alone. That is what it feels like when doves cry. So I do remember my friend, a friend of mine, growing up, Jeremy. We were really young. We used to play Sonic.
Which one?
Sonic, the first.
Oh,
Sonic.
the first one.
Genesis,
Right.
Sega
Sorry.
Genesis.
First
yeah.
one. Okay.
Which I should.
Which one? Fuck me.
I'm sure there's a trap remix for that theme song that I
That's
didn't.
what I'm surprised you didn't get that one. Actually.
I'm disappointed in myself. So we would just put our hearts into this thing, and every time we would get to a Robotnik boss battle, we would pause it, we would breathe.
I miss that so much.
Yeah.
You don't have that anymore. Yo, I miss the shit out of that, yo.
Because you don't have the pressure.
I swear to God,
lives.
the modern society has ruined video games.
They have no idea what
Has
pressure
ruined
is,
video
what
games.
stress is.
My
anxiety comes from this shit.
I remember having moments like that. I was like, I need to beat this boss. I haven't been able to beat him for a week. I've been staying up past my bedtime for days,
And it was only level 2.
I wasn't able to pack my lunch because I've been accidentally falling asleep. I've had to get my older brother to do it, and he hates doing it, Oh my God. I haven't heard that in years.
That's because now...
I haven't heard that in years.
Now, listen, it's because now, in games, they just want you to get through it.
Pay to win.
So...
I'm looking at you, EA.
Any
Yo,
kind of
fuck trucks.
any kind of damage you incur, you can hide and regain.
The game will pause you and be like, you want an extra life?
Yeah.
$5.
Would you? But whether you pay or not, I mean,
most games these days, if you hide out long enough, you can regain your life.
I
your
see
life
what you mean.
bar.
That shit wasn't around in
No,
fucking
fuck
Sonic.
no.
You
If
get
you-
hit one more time, you're done.
No, well, that's not true because you can regain rings. But
Okay,
if you're
true.
if you're out of enemies to get rings from,
Yeah.
you're
You're
fucked.
You're fucked. You don't have any. And if he like knocks out the last few rings you have,
You're done.
You're done.
You're fucking done.
Yeah, I
and
know
that
what
is
you mean.
real anxiety.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion. A large amount of my anxiety comes from these games.
Mm-hmm.
Just that dun, 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 like being underwater.
oh yeah, nobody likes
in that labyrinth.
That is
zone.
a universal fear.
Yeah.
Universal.
So, video games were awesome, but they also like.
Don't even
It's strange to know that there are people on this planet
who haven't experienced
who
it.
haven't experienced
who have
it,
no idea.
or generations of people before us that are living in our society with us now,
Yeah.
that weren't raised on them. So we have very different minds. We've been
Isn't that crazy that we were raised on video games?
It is weird. When we were like the first generation, I was one of the definitely the first generation to be raised on a 3-dimensional video game.
Yeah.
Which made it so that it was like life.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Pitfall.
Side scrolling.
Right. Yeah. It wasn't.
You actually you could go up, down.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
360. Full roaming. I mean, then you got. I mean, I was in high school when when they revamped Grand Theft Auto and made Grand Theft Auto 3.
That was.
And that was the very first full roaming
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, not just a top down.
Yeah.
And that shit.
They actually made that a setting in there too. You can make it a top-down game.
Well, yeah. But who would want to play it like that?
I don't know. People who probably like the top-down.
Retro people?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it blew my mind.
Don't even get me started on
And the
like,
fact that you could walk. Like, every time I play a video game, all I do is test its limits to see, like, how realistic is this.
Yeah.
Like, I want to shoot into the water to see if it splashes. I want to break this and that to
See,
see if it
I
breaks.
do that, and sometimes I don't like to do that because it sounds like I don't want to go looking for flaws.
I do.
I don't want to go.
I want to see how true to life it really is.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, the worst part about that is video games that come out now don't have the same quality that video games had back then.
When it comes to the detail?
Basically, you know.
How so?
Well, I know what you mean about like doing stuff around the water to see if the water will react to it.
Shoot a bird. I always spend a lot
Shoot
of
a
time
bird.
trying to shoot a bird.
I'm gonna get to that. No, because this sounds morbid, but I'm gonna get to
I
that.
shoot everything.
No, not that. I'm talking about what I fucking did.
Oh, okay.
So
What do you do, jerk off while you play?
always.
That's all right.
Okay, but the
Does his
thing-
dick do what I think it's going to do if I touch it?
Yeah. So yeah, I know what you mean about like testing a game. Cause I used to do that. I'd go around see what can I do in this game. You know.
That's what I
I'd
would
always
do.
used to ask the question of my older brother: Can you eat? Can you sleep?
Mhm.
You know.
Does
Can
the
you,
sun rise? Does
can
the
you
sun
buy a
set?
house? You know,
How's
stuff
the
like
time?
that.
What is the time like?
Yeah.
Because
Why
Ocarina
did
of
GTA
Time.
go by army time?
Who? What?
GTA?
I don't know. What? I mean, Ocarina of Time was the first game I ever played that actually changed based on the time. Like the sun would
Yeah,
go
wow.
down, moon would come up, things would change,
Yeah.
monsters would come out at night. I mean, that's a big deal because
Yeah.
that's what life is like.
It was sort of like the enemies were like fucking like time based and shit
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That adds a whole new element.
Yeah. I used to ask that a lot with GTA. GTA hit the marks on a lot of it. Like that's why I love GTA so much because back then when I was younger I was like, can it do this? Can it do that? And it ticked all the boxes. I was like, fucking good game.
Well, my favorite thing in video games, I remember this caveman video game, but I can't remember what it's called. It's a side scroller.
Okay.
I think it was for Super Nintendo. And you could get on a dinosaur and ride it around. It's like Yoshi.
Okay.
Yoshi was a big jump for video games because it was like a vehicle.
Yeah.
Like you could get on something and then get off of it.
Yeah.
And any game that can kind of seamlessly allow you to like cross terrain in different ways.
Yeah.
Like
There's
always
multiple
really
ways of
amazed
going
me.
about the level.
Yeah,
You didn't
right.
just have to walk anywhere.
No,
you could like hop on something. That thing could
You
fly.
could get into a car and
yeah,
fucking
that thing-
drive it
yeah.
around and then get out. You weren't just stuck in a car the whole time or
Yeah.
on foot. You could go different. You could do different things. This game, Body Harvest for Nintendo 64, I remember that. Horrible game. Couldn't fucking do anything. But the best part of it was that you can get in different vehicles and
Yeah.
drive it around. I used to love that shit.
Yeah. I remember. Where were you? If you can remember, do you remember where you
Where
were
were you?
when GTA 4 came out?
For PS3?
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? I don't fucking know. I was probably sitting in my room.
I'm sorry, that was a dumb question. I don't know.
How old was I?
I don't know.
That's a better question.
How old were you when GTA 4 came out?
Well, what do we got? It wasn't. GTA 4 is for PS4. Isn't it? Or is that GTA 5?
That's GTA 5.
Okay,
GTA
so what
5
is it?
came out for the PS2
Right. Yeah. So what is it? Liberty City Stories, Vice City?
Well, no, it was Liberty City Stories and Dollar Tony. But the first GTA 4, came out in like what? 2009?
I don't think I really played that one.
Fair enough.
I think
The reason
I had it on my PSP.
The
I had
reason-
Liberty City Stories on my. I had a PSP.
Yo, I remember when Liberty City Stories came out, and I lost my shit because I found out that the character could swim.
Yeah.
I lost my shit when I found
Because
out.
you couldn't swim before.
'Cause you couldn't swim
That's
in
what I
GTA
mean by
3.
crossing terrain in different ways.
Yeah.
If you can do it in life, you should be able to do it in a game. And if you can't, if you fall in the water and you drown immediately, that is not realistic. And
Yeah.
it pisses me off.
It was just funny because I remember playing GTA Vice City,
Yeah.
and I'm probably the only person who fucking did this, but I remember going to like a pier, and there were people that would like stand around.
I'm waiting for the morbid thing that you did.
Oh, I'm getting to that. It's
okay,
after this.
alright,
I remember I would just push people in off the pier,
Yeah.
and they would just fall in and they would drown, and I was just like, huh, they just can't swim. And then sometimes I'd fall in and I'd jump, like, oh, well, that's an afternoon. But
Was it like The Sims where you take the ladder out of the pool and just...
I'm getting to that too.
Oh, okay, all right.
I remember when GTA 4.
Man, I don't play video games. I'm glad this isn't going very well.
I remember
Never
when
played a video game in my life.
I remember when I played GTA 4 for the first time.
I'm like Brian. Brian never played a video game.
Well,
All right, so you played Grand
well, you
Theft Auto
keep
4.
fucking.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You play. I'll let you speak.
I
You played Grand Theft Auto 4 for the first
I
time.
remember I played Grand Theft Auto 4 for the first time, and
Yeah.
that was when I found out about Euphoria.
like
the
the invincibility mode or
no,
whatever?
no, the ragdoll system.
Oh, where you're just floating around? That
No,
thing?
when the character reacts to like falling over or something, like they don't. It's not like a
It fucks
pre-animated.
with the physics.
Yeah, it's not a pre-animated thing. Like it's like the character interacts with the object or whatever it is that made it like fall over or something like that.
Yeah.
That was the first game I'd ever like seen and played where the character will react to like getting like hit with an object.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Collision detection?
yeah, there you go, collision detection. That was the first game I've ever played with something like that. I spent 45 minutes running people over.
Oh, morbid.
Not that morbid, huh?
It's kind of morbid.
It's kind of morbid, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's like GoldenEye when you're supposed to rescue in the facility, you're supposed to like rescue the scientist. When I would just go around shoot him in the back of the head.
that's just funny.
You're sick. I know, but it is funny. But some
Because
people,
it was that whole idea of like, this is a video game, I can do whatever I want.
right?
Not me running people over. That was just me going, whoa. It's not like they don't like fall onto the front of the hood like a pancake and then slide off.
No.
They actually like hit the car.
Well, it's just like shooting the water. Like I want to see what happens.
Yeah, you wanna see
all
a
it
ripple.
is. It's an experiment.
It wasn't even an experiment for me. As soon as I found it out, I didn't stop doing it. Like I just kept running people over.
I did enjoy killing those scientists.
It's just
I'll
weird
say
for
that
me.
much. Do we have a I want to get to what you think about video games' effect on violence in our society.
Oh dear.
But first,
Oh dear.
do we have some viewer mail?
Viewer mail time!
Yay!
Ah!
Whoop!
Sorry about that. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I hope I didn't hurt your ears, lovely viewers. We
I
got
was trying to write a viewer mail theme song, but I was in the shower.
Eh,
So I'll try to come up with one by next time.
you don't have to. It's
No, I want to.
okay. All right. So this is the first one. We've got 4 this week.
Oh, we do.
Yes.
Do you want to read this one?
Sure.
For both of us.
Dear R&R. Well, yeah, they're usually for both of
Oh,
us. Dear R&R, I've been playing video games for a while. Wait, hold on. Oh no, they messed it up.
They're playing video games while they're writing the letter.
I've been playing video games for a while now, and even watched some people play them on YouTube. Everyone has been playing on computers for the longest time now. Do you two have a favorite console? And that's from Ellie from Montpellier. How do you say that?
What?
Montpelier.
Montpelier?
No, Montpelier.
Vermont?
No, Montpelier, Vermont. I don't fucking know.
Very pretty handwriting, Ellie.
Montpelier, Vermont. You got a favorite console?
Do you want to go first?
What's my favorite console?
I mean, I've pretty much owned every console except the new gens, like the PS4 and the Xbox. I've never owned a fucking Xbox.
I have.
Fuck Xbox, dude.
Ouch.
I really hate them. Ellie, Xbox, I can tell you my least favorite fucking console. It's a goddamn Xbox.
Okay.
I don't know why. I think it's because I'm so in love with PlayStation that, like...
You're a hardcore Sony fan. That's
I am.
fine.
I really am.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, they were first, you know? Xbox just kind of came in and, like, swooped up the glory.
Fair enough. Companies do that.
There was no Microsoft PlayStation.
Well, there was no Microsoft, was there? It was just Xbox. And then Microsoft.
No.
Oh, no.
I really liked, excuse me.
My favorite console is the PS1. I was the happiest when I had
Dude,
the PS1.
I would say either between Nintendo 64 and PS1, I would say are my favorite consoles.
Best games came out for the PS1 and Nintendo 64.
I agree.
All right, good.
PS1 had that sweet, like, cutscene ability. The graphics were better. The games were better. They were.
Yeah.
It was better for, like, an adult. Like, I remember thinking to myself, God damn it, I'm never going to get to play fucking Resident Evil. And I wanted to play it so bad.
Yeah.
Because my friend had it, brought it into school, and I was looking at the back of the box. Metal Gear Solid was amazing for PS1. PS1.
Metal Gear Solid was fun.
But then again, like Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64 are two of my favorite platform games.
Conker's bad for a day.
Never really played it that much.
Oh.
I did play it, but not that much. I didn't own it.
Yeah, I never really played Banjo-Kazooie that much. I know I would have liked it, though.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie is amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ellie, we have a tie between PS1 and N64, I think.
Well, it wasn't... We're not trying to figure out which was better. What's your favorite one?
Oh, isn't that the same?
What?
Isn't
Never
it the
mind.
same to say what's better or what's my favorite?
All right.
Well, this one's my favorite, but this one's better. What the fuck are you talking about? Shut the fuck up.
I like PS1. Oh, no, I made him mad. I made him mad.
Yeah, you made me want to turn on the music. Hey, dear R&R,
They're probably not going to hear you.
I don't know much about video games or the popularity behind them. I always thought that reading or taking a walk outside would be the best way to pass time. I want to know what would have changed for you if video games never existed.
These guys need to learn how
Love,
to fucking write.
Carl from Berlin, Vermont. A couple from Vermont today.
Yeah. Two people from
Those
Vermont.
Green
apparently.
Mountains.
Where?
Yeah.
Fuck, what happened? I don't know.
Carl.
Change your video games never existed. Okay, what would you be?
He's
what-
being very pretentious. He's being kind of arrogant.
What
He's
do you
saying,
mean?
like, I think kids should go outside and not fucking sit inside and get all fat like that South Park episode where they're like, Mom, toilet!
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Well, they're
Carl,
playing
you
PC.
piece of shit!
Well, no, that's the same thing. Never mind. They're playing PC games.
That's video
But it's-
games.
yeah, that's still video games. Yeah.
Like Warcraft,
Yeah.
which I never got into. I never liked PC games.
I've never liked Warcraft.
Look,
And
Carl.
Alex is probably Alex wants to probably strangle me right now
Wow.
because he loves World of Warcraft, and he
You don't
wants.
like it?
I don't understand the hype.
I mean,
A lot of video games suffer from that.
as far as I know, it's most like real life out of any other game, right?
I have no idea.
Boring!
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. To each their own. You know, I'm not really a World of Warcraft fan. And I hate the people that are like, oh, if you don't like World of Warcraft, you're a fucking piece of shit. World of Warcraft is an amazing game. How dare you not? Like, go fuck yourself.
My uncle had to throw his copy in the trash because he was spending way too much time on it. So, Carl, I mean, it's all about moderation. Some people, if video games had never existed, some people will be better for it
Honestly, yeah.
because they played way too much. I'm sure they've abandoned their families. Or,
People have skipped work. I remember when Call of Duty came out, people were skipping work to play that.
So, for some people, life would be better, and for some people, it would be worse. I mean,
Do you remember when GTA 5 first came out and someone got stabbed over it?
yeah. I remember.
I remember when that happened.
I mean, when Columbine happened.
Fuck. Oh yeah. Was that based on a video game now?
No, but they fucking blamed like Call of Duty on it or not, whatever was out.
Yeah, they believe like GTA and the violent
Is it
video
still
games and
running?
stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Next one.
Want to read it?
Yeah, I just hope it doesn't fall.
Okay.
All right. Hi, I'm glad.
Dear
you got-
R&R, this is for
Right,
both-
sorry,
this is
dear
a shout.
R&R. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are doing a topic on video games because I've been wanting to ask this for some time now. What is your favorite genre of video games? Also, which one do you like the least? Love your show. Keep up the good work. And that's from Jackie from Centerville, Georgia.
Not from Vermont.
Not from Vermont.
Awesome. All right, Jackie.
East Coast, Beast Coast.
Hey. West Coast, Best Coast.
Mountain Coast.
North Coast. I can't think of where the rest
There's
is
no,
north.
there's no North Coast. It's just,
Oh, it's just Arctic.
I thought it was Mid Coast.
Mid Coast? There's no South Coast. Where you South Coast represent?
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows?
North South.
All right.
Northeast.
What is your favorite genre of video games?
Clearly I should have been playing less video games and paying more attention in geography class. I don't even know about coasts. My favorite genre of video game.
Maybe we should listen to Carl.
Carl, you might be on to something.
Yeah. Stop playing video games, everyone.
I think we should
Go
probably-
study geography.
We should move to Vermont. I have no idea where it is.
Find out where Carl lives.
I don't know where Vermont is. My favorite genre of video game is platformer. It's got to be.
Okay.
But would you consider GTA to be a platformer?
No.
No, because you're not jumping around. It's
Yeah.
not like Mario.
Yeah. There's no platforms in GTA.
There are sometimes.
Well, I mean, sometimes, yeah.
I
But you wouldn't classify GTA as a platformer.
well, what I mean, sometimes it's hard to classify a genre because, like, remember the game Siphon Filter
Siphon Filter.
for PS1?
No.
It was kind of like Metal Gear, but it was more just like run and gun,
Okay.
third person.
Okay.
Amazing, one of my favorite games of all time.
Okay.
But that felt like a platformer to me.
Okay.
Like, just because you have a gun and you're running around trying to unlock doors and stuff like that, it feels. I like a third person game. That's what I would say.
Okay.
I don't like FPSs all that much. Depends. Sometimes. Not usually. I hate fucking sports games. Really. Sports! We all know that. We all know I hate sports.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
My older brothers really need a need for speed.
I like that.
Okay.
I liked NFL Blitz, actually. I played
Okay.
a lot of that. NBA Street. I like sports games if there's, like,
Shit. Okay.
a twist on it. Want this one? Like a fantasy twist.
Okay.
They don't really give you lots of Arby's sauce. Yeah, sports games are good. If you have I hope there's no more.
Fair enough. Okay. It's fine. You don't have to look for it.
Ronnie was looking for Arby's sauce. We don't have any more. Should I take another adventure into the store?
That's fine. You don't have to.
Okay. Because I'm tired. Up late last night with that girl.
Hey, finger guns.
Hey. Oh, I fingered her guns.
Hey.
Just kidding.
Okay, so I would have to say
I respect women.
that you're supposed to.
I do.
I'd have to say my favorite game genre would have to be adventure. I like games that sort of just. I love games
It's always an adventure.
that don't necessarily tell you what to do.
Okay. So, like,
If you
not
know
a
what
linear. Not a linear.
Non-linear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've played games like that where they
Like
don't.
Pac-Man.
I mean, that doesn't even have to be linear. It's sort of just like everything that you need to know is in front of you.
Pac-Man was the first free-roaming game to come out on
Well,
the
not
system.
really, considering that you were like trapped in, like a area, like one little
I was just kidding.
box.
Pac-Man's very linear.
Okay.
Miss Pac-Man was the
Pac-Man-
first free-roaming game.
Pac-Man could fly out of the thing if he wanted to.
They did make a Pac-Man world.
Was that one? I think I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
It was like a 3D one, wasn't
Mhm.
it? Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I didn't like that
Mario
one.
64 kickstarted an entire fucking horrible bunch of fucking 3D games.
3D cash grab, yeah.
Gex. Bubsy had his
There,
own
I was
3D
just about
game.
to say it. I was saying, wasn't it Bubsy? I heard that game was fuck. They came up with a new one.
Glitched out as
They
as
came up
fuck.
with a new one and it's just as bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why can't Bubsy be given a good 3D game?
Because Bubsy is,
Bubsy's trash.
yeah, I guess Bubsy's just doomed to fail.
He's a shitty mascot to begin with.
You know.
Crash was like a nice. I like when they mix like They kind of mix side-scrolling with platformer a little
Crash
bit.
Bandicoot.
Great.
Jeez Louise.
Dude,
I remember
Jack and Daxter, Ratchet
Jack
and
and
Clank.
Daxter. Fuck me. I never played Ratchet and Clank.
You've never played Ratchet and Clank?
But I played Jack and Daxter. I played 1, 2, and 3.
Dude, those Jack and Daxter games are great. 1 is great.
2 is
2
good.
is great. 2 turned into like a GTA sort of.
I like that. That's why I
Yeah.
like that. I like the little future cars and
Yeah.
everything. Those were awesome. Yeah. I don't know why I never... That game was so... Now that I'm thinking... I hated Jack and Daxter 3 because I
3
didn't
I
like...
didn't play.
I didn't like the idea of just
Weren't they
being
racing?
yeah, it was. You were just basically racing like a desert. I hated
I
that.
heard it was bad. That's why I didn't play.
Jack and Daxter 2, I swear to God, I could have beaten that game so many times, but I never did.
It was big. Dude, Daxter had his own game on the PSP that was great. That game was sick. Did you ever play that?
No, I never had a PSP. I had a Game Boy and I had a Nintendo DS.
I'll never forget the first time I opened up my first PSP.
Literally
oh my
everything
God.
everything that I didn't have, my best friend had. So he had a PSP and he played Ratchet and Clank. And he's a big Metal Gear Solid fan.
Metal Gear Solid is the best.
Metal Gear Solid is good. Metal Gear Solid is a wonderful game.
Hideo Kojima really unlocked so many like different potentials for video games, like ways to interact.
Yeah.
Like there was a part where he says like look at you have to figure out the frequency for this person on your codec, and you have to like look at the back of the CD case to find the frequency.
And when you were fighting Mantis, you had to plug your controller into the second controller port so that he couldn't know
where you were.
And he could go into your memory and know what games you play.
He's like, you've been playing too much Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, how the fuck do you know that?
Can you imagine? I was there.
I was
never
there.
experienced that.
I was
before.
there.
I've never experienced fucking mind fuckery like that before.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ronnie, I have. And when you're sitting there alone in the dark as a
and he
fucking
knows,
14-year-old and he knows what games you've been playing, you're like, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what?
What?
Like, everything stops for a second. You're like, hold on a minute.
So,
like
Carl, to answer your question, fuck you.
Yeah, Carl.
Because,
we're open-minded, eccentric people.
yeah, and to say that video games shouldn't exist. The beauty of video games is that they are there, and you can choose to turn them off and go outside.
You do not have to play video games for the rest of
Like,
your life.
oh man, I wish alcohol and drugs never existed so my dad could still be
yeah,
alive.
so that I could be healthy. Fuck off. Oh man, if only cigarettes never existed.
Right. Can't stop smoking them. I wish they'd never made the damn things.
No, I've walked into a drugstore and now I see cigarettes, I have to buy them.
Oh, I wish they never made a gun to shoot myself with.
That's not
Can't
funny.
stop.
That's not funny. Come on.
Nope, everything's funny
To some people, yeah.
to me.
Welcome to Dark Humor.
Hey, so do we have another
Oh yeah, we still have the viewer
thing?
mail.
There is another sauce in here. No, there isn't.
I was gonna
Yes,
get.
there is.
Hey, I was gonna get onto the topic of video violence in video games and how you felt about that and stuff like that.
Okay, I also want to maybe talk about, if we have time, talk about, we had one more viewer mail, didn't we?
Yeah.
I also wanted, if we had time, I wanted to talk about video game movie adaptations.
Oh, Jesus. We could be here all night, my friend.
I know.
We could be here all night. I don't mind talking about it. I'm just saying.
either. Dear R&R, I've been playing video games for a long time now, and I've come across some really good ones like Metal Gear Solid,
Hey.
and Mario Party. I just wanted to know what you guys' favorites is video games is. Love, Joel from Somerville, West Virginia.
West Virginia. I have to fucking look this shit up. Like, where is this from?
Oh, like where's the fucking
Yeah.
state from? Yeah.
Well,
Because they always
shush
put.
me, fuck
Sorry,
you.
I didn't mean to shush you. I don't want the viewers to know that we're idiots.
Yeah. True. Surprise!
Surprise!
In case you thought Ryan and Ronnie were fucking geniuses
Right.
in some of this
Sorry
stuff.
to let you down.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah, we should have listened in geography class instead of playing our PSPs.
Yeah, and our PS1.
And our PS1s.
Well, PS2. Well, PS1
You've
for
seen
you,
those,
PS2
you've
for
seen
me.
those YouTube videos where these guys make these handheld like N64s and shit like that? Like they just make them themselves?
I've seen videos on YouTube where people have beaten video games with bananas.
Yeah, sure. Anything. You can find anything on YouTube, folks.
I mean,
Except for our 4th fucking episode!
well, they can find it, they just can't hear half of it.
Or any of it. You can't even play it. Fuck YouTube. You heard me.
Yeah, that's fine. You can say that now, because I'm not putting this up on YouTube. So
Where are we going? On Twitch
we're
now?
going on Twitch. Hello, Twitch.
Hey, Twitch.
Do you want to know what you guys' favorite games are? What's your favorite game, Ryan?
Didn't we already do this?
Well, I mean, technically yes, but we still got to answer the
My
question.
favorite
Come
game
on,
like of all time?
A favorite game. Well, I mean, don't make it more difficult for yourself.
No, I have to. Favorite game? God, that's tough, man. I have so many good memories of so many different games. But if I had to pick one favorite game, I'd probably say Earthworm Jim 2 for the Sega Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
That game was hilarious, dynamic, intriguing, took up a lot of my time. I fucking loved it.
Okay.
It was funny, man. How about you?
Let's see. Are we allowed to
I can't
choose?
believe I just said that.
Are we allowed to choose current games or like old games?
I don't know. Fucking ask. What's his name?
Fuck. What's your name again? Joel?
Joel Egerton? Sorry, Joel.
Sorry, Joel.
Damn, we're an hour in already?
Joel? See, we can keep going if you want to. We're only an hour in.
That's fine.
Fucking hell, I gotta do this bullshit now to fucking do the thing and the thingamabobber and the fucking cock in my ass.
Cock
Joel,
in the ass.
shut up. Okay.
Jeez, Ronnie.
Hey, what I do on my weekends is my business, friend.
That's true.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite game would have to be this year. Have to be Rhyme.
What?
Rhyme.
Rhyme?
R-I-M-E.
Oh, Rhyme. What's that?
Basically, a game where you play as a child who was killed in a horrible boating accident, and you go through the 5 stages.
Hilarious.
You go through the 5 stages of grief of his father, who is trying to cope with the death of his son.
I think I've heard of that.
It is.
It's not a side scroller,
It is amazing.
right?
It's not a side scroll. It's a 3D open world non-linear game.
Is it 5 stages of grief, like metaphorically?
Yes. You go through 5 different levels.
Shit.
Starting with denial, and then what's it? Denial.
How do they represent denial in a level?
Because the thing that I love is that in the first stage of denial, he wakes up on a beach.
So he's not even where he is.
So
It's
no,
a lie.
Yeah, so you got to think like the dad, right? When he wakes up on the beach, the dad's thinking, "Oh, he's not dead. He woke up on a beach, so he's fine."
He died and he's going through the 5 stages of grief?
You're playing as the kid
Oh.
who's like passing over. He's passing over.
Great. Okay. That's why I said denial. He wakes up as somewhere he's not.
Yeah.
He's lying to himself.
Well, no,
He's in denial.
the dad's lying to himself. The kid don't know anything because the kid moved on.
Are you playing as the dad or the kid?
You're playing as the kid, but you don't know that you're going through the 5 stages of grief.
But the kid... God damn it. But you... The kid is going through the 5 stages of grief.
No, he's not.
The dad is.
Yes.
But you're not playing as the dad.
Yeah.
So you're playing as the kid going through the dad's 5 stages of grief.
Yes.
Oh.
To help you understand why he's going through the 5 stages of grief. Because you don't know that that's happening.
I get it.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, that's what I thought was good. It's amazing storytelling.
How are the graphics?
The graphics are fine. The graphics are simplistic.
I did remember, did you ever read Nintendo Power or Game Informer or anything?
I used to read Game Informer.
I
I
used to read a
stopped.
lot of game magazines.
Yeah.
But one thing I learned, I used to just really base a lot of how I felt about a game on graphics. But they used to tell you,
You
it's
shouldn't
not
do
about
that.
that.
Yeah,
It's
you
about,
shouldn't do that.
They used to give you an overall average because gameplay is very important.
Yes. Storytelling.
Concept.
Yeah, you go. Character development.
Yep, everything. That's like basing a movie on special effects. You can't do it.
You should not, kids, you should not base a game's quality based off of the graphics.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't judge a book by
That
its
is
cover.
narrow-minded thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's easy. It's easy to look at a girl and say, ew.
Yeah.
But-
Or it's easy to look at a girl and go, oh, she's cute.
Right.
She's hot.
But underneath,
And you find out that she
you find that her gameplay mechanics are trash.
yeah,
Too many polygons.
she doesn't know how to work a joystick.
Not enough. Hey! You're a genius. So,
I remember when I was playing Spider-Man 2 for the PS2,
Mhm.
and my cousin wanted to play. I'm sorry, Jesse. My cousin wanted to play. And the way
I like that game.
The way I talked her out of playing was that you had to press a lot of buttons.
She didn't like that.
She didn't like that. I tried to make.
Girls in video games don't usually get along that
I
well.
spoke to her in a way. I spoke to her in a way that made the game seem more complicated than it was. When in reality, I just wanted to play the game.
I don't know if it's a woman there are women out there that love video games. I know many of them, and I don't think I would make this generalization normally, but
Okay.
it's. I would wager to guess that there's something in a woman's mind.
You know what I just realized?
What? The car's been on the whole time?
Why haven't I turned it off?
I don't know. We're gonna get a lot of hate mail for this shit.
You dirty baby.
Men are more technically inclined. It's just, I think that's just the way it is.
Well, I just think that boys at a young age
Yeah.
wrapped around video games,
Better.
whereas girls were like, "Oh, the new Bratz doll came out.
Right.
Fuck a video
We
game."
were exposed to them earlier.
You know, girls
No.
are like, "Oh, fucking." You know, I want to wear platform. You know, like the little like heels.
It's kind of a shame because all those Barbie video games suck dick.
Fair enough. But you see, right? That's therein lies the problem.
They're not making good
Mattel-
girls for games.
Because didn't Mattel make Barbie?
Games for girls.
Well, no, it's not that. It doesn't fucking matter. Fucking a girl
What do
can
you
play
mean?
GTA 5. What
I
do you
know,
mean?
but I'm saying like some girl might grow up thinking, "Oh, I'm supposed to play this Barbie video game."
Oh, because I'm a girl.
Because I'm a
She
girl.
might accidentally condition herself
Right.
like, oh,
Yeah.
all the other games are boy games,
Right,
and
right,
this
right.
one's for me
Right,
because
exactly.
it's pink.
And it's terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, girls play
Must be
terrible
for
games.
me.
Yeah. Oh
So,
boy, but
well-
therein lies the problem, though, right? Because Barbie, the creators were like, okay, we're noticing this weird rise in video games.
So
you
let's
know?
make them for girls.
So let's make a video game about Barbie so that the girls can buy the video games. Like, okay, should we put thought into it? No, that's going to cost too much money. Let's pour more money into the Barbie girls that got recalled because they had lead in them, and let's just make a video game that's got the bare minimum so that, you know, we can still pass it off as a video game. It'll still go through, you know, the testing and stuff like that.
Some of those games, you wonder how they ever got through testing.
There's games that come out now that I wonder how they got through
I know.
testing.
That's because they rush them. Like that E.T. game for Atari. I remember watching a
I heard that
documentary
game's
about that.
fucking terrible.
Well, I watched the documentary on it, and they were talking about how Spielberg said, "No, this game is garbage," and
Yeah.
they just cut him out. Didn't listen to him.
The man who made it.
The man who made the fucking
Jesus
movie.
Christ.
You don't know anything, Steven. What you made the fucking movie? Whatever.
What are you? Some kind of creator?
Creative director?
Yeah, you think you can?
You love so much
can
why don't you marry him?
direct your way right out of this office. So he.
Right behind you, brother.
So and then they rushed it because of the holiday season. They said this thing's not finished. The makers, and they said, and the company said, "I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Put this thing on shelves now."
Yeah,
oh,
we
and
gotta-
now they're all in a landfill. That's the whole point of the documentary, was that there's this landfill full of fucking E.T. games.
Can you imagine working on that game, being stressed out for weeks, having to push
That's
the
how
game,
long they gave them.
knowing-
They said, I think it was like 7 weeks to make this game.
knowing that game was going to be fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And then years later, you find out it's in a fucking landfill.
You go
All
home.
that
You go
work.
home. Your wife, you're all disheveled and
Yeah.
bug-eyed. Your wife's like, "Honey, how was work? Your kids haven't seen you in 3 days."
Yeah, but then in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, at least this game's made, you know? You're thinking to yourself, this game's probably going to be horrible, but at least I'll make some sales.
Yeah.
It made a landfill. Jesus, can you imagine how they must have fucking felt?
Well, those kinds of people go straight to hell.
Yeah.
Game over.
That's what happens when you die. You
No
like
continues.
fold in on yourself and then
They don't do
disappear.
continues anymore. Oh, arcades. They don't have those anymore. I used
I'm
to spend
supposed-
all my allowance
No,
on arcades.
That's not true. Some places in America still have arcades.
Where?
I'm not sure, but I know that they're there.
There was one right at that Concord Mall. It was called a Spaceport. And I used to go there every weekend and blow my entire allowance on the Ninja Turtles game. They had a Simpsons arcade game. I was like 8, 7, 6.
I would go to an arcade.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
All the kids with their guns these days. Like the real guns. What the fuck?
Fuck
That
me.
really scared me, dude.
I understand.
Ronnie just leaned on the window by accident.
Oh my god. I thought it was a killer gun.
I thought somebody's gonna stick a gun in the car and blow my fucking brains out because of all the violence these video games inspire. It wasn't
I
like
think-
this before video games, Ronnie. Before kids didn't blow up their
Never mind.
schools.
I'm not going to voice that opinion. I'm probably going to get yelled at.
What do you think about the correlation between violent
I'm
video
glad
games
you asked, Ryan.
and the fact that all these school shootings?
News
and shit?
reporters just love to poke at things, don't they?
They do.
News reporters just love to correlate things that have no fucking business being correlated in the first place.
do.
Just because they can poke the hive.
It's called a scapegoat.
and stir up some type of controversy.
Well, they need
know?
someone to blame.
They're like, well, we obviously are too smart to realize that it can't possibly be video games. But single moms or married moms who are like mid-40s...
Are you sure it's not video games?
Yeah.
Can you be positive? Don't you know about the rise in school shootings and how there were never school shootings before these violent video games came out?
Well, I mean,
How do you argue that?
God, the only thing on my mind is coincidence. Coincidence.
Well, I mean, it's no surprise, or it's you can't. Jesus Christ Almighty.
We're fine. It's in park. Don't worry.
He just left his foot off the brake and we went sliding forward.
I don't think my car's supposed to do that. Jesus Christ.
This is like a parking simulator.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ Almighty. That's what I'm actually going to say before I die. Like those words will come out of my mouth.
I'm like, because I knew you were like genuinely terrified.
My heart like jumped in my throat.
I'm not like fucking 4. I could put my foot back on the gas
But
pedal.
if we started going forward and
No,
smashed
cars-
into the dry cleaners,
Okay.
I feel like
Going 1 mile an hour.
I know.
Up a hill, mind you. I'd have to
Oh.
get over the sidewalk. And we'd hit never mind.
So you'd
Fuck
have to.
me.
So you accidentally threw your foot onto the accelerator, which wouldn't do
I
anything.
panicked and then
Ah!
sped forward.
Whoa!
I have full control.
I never played Gran Turismo.
Yeah. That was a pretty...
I never liked
The
it.
fact that they're still coming out with those games.
Twisted Metal. If
I
you're
like
gonna throw me in a car, better
least-
put some guns on
I
it.
better put a fucking flamethrower on a gigantic
yeah.
fucking clown head on.
Yeah. Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I mean, There's no way
How
to
do you
prove-
feel about this whole thing? How do you feel about the controversy between violence and video games?
I think that it takes a sick. There's never going to be a case where simply letting a kid play a video game is going to make him fucking turn into a killer.
You know what I love? The fact that we spoke about shooting scientists in the back of the head and running countless people over.
Right.
We're not doing it.
There's that argument that
There's
like,
that line.
that either video games are helping you to get something out that would
Or
help, that would
video
keep you,
games are-
or they're inspiring
video
you to
games
actually
are
go
lighting
out
a
and fucking
fire
right.
under you.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to detect.
But you'd have to be a
Either
really
or.
troubled kid.
You have to be troubled anyhow.
You have to be a really troubled kid to do that, right?
It's like when
and
they
then
say
go to such lengths to make it a reality.
it's like this. I've done bath salts 1,000,000 times. Never once have I chewed off a baby's face.
Yeah, I mean, come on now, Jesus. I mean, I've robbed some corner stores,
Yeah, but you
know?
didn't kill anyone.
but I never killed anybody.
And he did it with a light gun.
Yeah,
He did it with a power glove.
yeah,
Give me all your money, or I'll press the B button so hard
yeah.
your head will blow
Power
up.
glove, fuck me.
I
I once robbed a convenience store with a little Need for Speed steering wheel thing. You know, like
I'll drive this car right into this place. I swear to God.
Yeah, every time I like hit the gas pedal, make a gunshot sound, and they give me you know. I'd like, you better give me the money or I'll do it again.
Something tells me that you're making this up.
Nah, I actually did that. Me and my older brother helped me out.
I
He
like
was
his-
the one that made the gun sound.
He did.
Yeah,
He was hiding under your trench coat.
yeah. I was on the top. You know, he
Oh,
had stronger legs.
So I guess the end of this argument is it takes a pretty fucked up person to
You gotta
shoot a bunch
already
of
be
kids
fucked
in the
up.
school.
You gotta already be fucked up in the head
Yeah.
to go along with something like that.
Whoopsie!
To think about
My 3DS fell down
to think about something
by
like
Nintendo.
that. To think about something like that and then actually going along with it.
Yeah,
right?
you never see a kid reenact Banjo-Kazooie like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm
Yeah,
gonna get a bird and stick it in my backpack.
I'm gonna find a bird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna strap him to my back, and I'm gonna run around and collect puzzle pieces.
Clearly, this kid was inspired by
I'm gonna wear
Banjo-Kazooie.
yellow cargo shorts.
Bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Hooray! I thought you never played it.
Well, I've seen
That was a
about
good Kazooie impression.
it. Thank you.
You used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to love that game. Man.
I'm gonna find a lady. I'm gonna turn her green, and she's gonna rhyme.
Yep. Which is gonna, yeah. And no one's gonna speak actual English. They're
Yeah.
just gonna go. You seem to know a lot about that game
Oh,
for never
boy.
having played it. So okay. Last but not least, let's just quickly go over our favorite, maybe, or just talk a little bit about movie video game adaptation.
Movie video game adaptations.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got Resident Evil.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
Not great.
Not great.
Not anywhere
that
near
bad.
as good as the game, but
What's
as far as
another one?
adaptations go,
What's another one?
Paul W.S. Anderson is a goddamn idiot.
That's the only movie adaptation I've ever heard of.
What?
Resident Evil.
Are you fucking kidding me? Assassin's Creed just came out.
Oh yeah, I never never saw that one. Have you seen that one? How good is
I haven't, but I heard it's garbage.
You've heard of
I
garbage?
never even really
Okay.
played Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Have you?
Well, I've played Assassin's Creed. I played a number of Assassin's Creed games. I remember when I
How
got
are
the
they?
first one. First one was shit. Second one was really good. Third one took way too long. Fourth one, everyone loved the fourth one.
Yeah.
Unity came out. That was up in the air. And then Syndicate came out, and that I didn't enjoy, but my little brother really enjoyed it. You'd have to talk to my little brother, because he's played like all the
I don't
Assassin's
care
Creed
that
games.
much about it.
Oh.
I mean, I want to
It,
talk to your
but
little
not-
brother anyway, but I wouldn't be like, so, like.
What do you
first
think
upon
about
meeting-
Assassin's Creed
So, what do you think about
Yeah.
the Assassin's Creed series?
Yeah.
So, Michael Fassbender was in this Assassin's Creed movie, but I never saw it.
Okay.
I heard it was trash.
Okay.
I think the big video game movie adaptations were when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like they
No.
stop.
Never
Listen.
mind. Okay.
They had Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. They had
did.
Super Mario Brothers.
They did.
They did. Double Dragon. They started buying up all these rights to make all these fucking video game movies. They were like, we gotta do
They
this.
were like, this needs to
They were like,
happen.
Pong, the
This-
movie.
Yeah, this fucking movie is this video game is incredibly popular. You know what we need to do? Make
Make
a movie.
out of it.
Oh my god.
I remember how excited. I'll never forget seeing that Super Mario Brothers movie poster for the very first time coming out of another movie at the theater and being like, holy fucking shit.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
and I'm sure that was everybody.
Yeah.
That I
that's
must
the
have
worst
been
thing, isn't
8
it?
years old,
Yeah,
9
that's
years
the worst
old.
thing is everybody was waiting for it, and when it came out there, it was fucking hot.
Well, now it's got this fucking cult following. But
because
yeah.
it's one of those like.
I didn't
so
mind
bad
it.
it's
I didn't
good,
mind it when I
guess.
first saw it in the theater. I thought it was kind of cool.
Okay.
But there were people that were like 15, 16, 17 at the time that were like trolls like we have now that were like, this movie's fucking garbage. And it really is. If you go back and you watch it. And it had a lot of production problems. That there were these two, the husband and wife director that like didn't even know what the fuck Super Mario was. Bob Hoskins was drunk like the entire time. Or John Leguizamo was, one of them.
Jesus Christ.
Look it up. If you don't know anything about that movie, look it up. It's pretty crazy.
Did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle come out as a game first, or did
No, it was a comic.
it was a comic? Okay.
And
then,
that movie's fucking amazing. That's not a
Yeah,
video
those movies
game.
are really good.
No,
Those movies are really.
the first two are.
Yeah. I'm not talking
We
about
don't
the.
talk about
We're
the
not.
third
We're not
one.
gonna.
No,
we're-
the third one is Turtles in Time. We don't, or not Turtles in Time, but they go back in time to feudal Japan.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I've seen that one.
Well, don't do yourself a favor and don't see it.
Don't watch.
We don't even talk about it. I saw it as a kid and I fucking couldn't. I remember getting a C+ on an essay. And my mom said if I got higher than a C, I could go see it. And I was so
You got a
excited.
C+?
And I got a C+.
Fuck yeah.
I said, "Fuck yeah, I'm going to see
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles 3."
God damn it!
Worst piece of shit I ever saw. When it's bad when even as a kid you're like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this shit?
Yeah. Who was your favorite?
Turtle?
Yeah.
Michelangelo.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Who was your favorite?
Donatello.
Okay. You seem like that's because you're black.
What?
Black people love purple.
I like Donnie because
You're a
I like
nerd.
his stat. Yeah.
You're a blurred.
Okay.
Blurreds love Donatello.
Don't do that,
What?
Ryan. Don't say blurred. I
Why?
will kill you in this car if you say
I was saying
blurred.
blurred before that even became a word.
Good.
Before it even became
okay,
popular.
that's fine. That's fine.
And then
that's a
everybody
Ryan
started saying
adaptation.
blurred,
That's
blurred,
fine.
blurred.
Because fucking BuzzFeed came up with that.
Butt fucking?
I swear to butt fucking. But no, BuzzFeed was like, "Oh, it's a black nerd." Yee.
I know. Well, I was
Fuck
kind of
me.
mad when I found out people were
Fuck
saying
me.
Nah, you can't.
Ryan's gonna get mad at all of like America.
Yeah.
I
said blurred first. I was saying fish sticks.
Yeah.
And I had Captain Hindsight before anybody
Ryan's
did.
gonna have like the fucking
A
synopsis of.
meltdown of all the things that people fucking
Ryan's
stole.
gonna have like he's gonna be standing out on like a sidewalk in like fucking in like town, and he's gonna have like the synopsis
I'll be
of like
drooling.
yeah of all the TV shows that stole his jokes.
Like yarn going from one thing to another on these fucking thumbtacks.
He'll be carrying the corkboard, mind you.
Yeah. And then this was
Yeah.
in 2007.
He's got like a dress shirt on, like a loose tie, no
Yeah,
pants.
It's like
shoes
it's like a
on.
Jehovah's Witness.
One
like
sock.
trying it's like somebody trying to convince you
yeah,
that God exists.
one sock's higher than the other.
Yeah, those glasses with tape around the middle. That's like that lady that is trying to fucking talk about how Monster is like the Monster drink is like the devil.
Oh yeah. She
What an
made some
idiot.
pretty compelling
She
points.
did
though.
not.
Okay.
She's like, it's liquid, and you know what else is liquid? Jesus. He turned this into this. What? Like, real quick.
Oh my god.
So, what's the best video game movie adaptation? There were a bunch of Resident Evil movies, and they're all
I was
terrible.
gonna say Resident Evil. they weren't bad.
I think it's the most successful
Yeah,
by far.
that's probably
they had
gotta-
5 movies,
Yeah,
6 maybe.
They made a lot of
Maybe even
adaptations.
7.
Yeah, they
and
made
I've
a lot
seen
of
them all in the theater. God damn it, every single one.
dedication.
And every time I go, I'm like, this is horse shit.
But then he's like,
But then we
oh,
go
another
see
one's
the
coming
next
out.
one. Oh, it's in 3D this time.
That makes it better.
Sweet. The final chapter.
Fuck movies.
The
for
real- the-
putting it in fucking fuck you.
The actual
putting it in
final
3D
chapter.
does not make the movie any fucking better. I hate movies.
final
I
chapter
hate
part
when we're going
2.
out to go see a fucking movie,
I like
and
3D
everyone's
movies.
like, "Oh, you gotta go see it in 3D." Like I'm actually gonna fucking jizz my pants if I'm sitting there and someone there goes whoosh. I'm like, whoa.
Don't be an idiot.
Like,
have you
fucking
have
hell.
you ever seen a movie in 3D?
The only movie that I saw in 3D that actually fucking blew me away with the 3-dimensional nonsense was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And that was when the 3D craze was like coming out, when Spy Kids was coming out, but that was when they were at least, Ryan.
Look,
Ryan,
I'm a Robert Rodriguez fan,
Ryan,
okay, but I'll tell
Ryan, at least they were trying with the 3D.
But you haven't seen that many. How many other 3D movies have you seen in the theater?
Apart from like the ones that I was like forced to go see because my stepdad had already bought 3D tickets, so I had to put on those dumbass 3D glasses that everybody just takes home with them and they just knock the lenses out.
Why are you so...
I'm sorry,
you
stepdad.
seem so like... adamant.
I don't understand the craze around 3D. I don't. If I'm watching a movie that isn't made specifically for 3D, what's the point of going to see it in 3D? It's not going to change anything. The movie's not going to be 6 times better if I go see it in 3D. I saw... What fucking movie did I see? I think... What was it? It was The Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Yes, I remember you saw
I
that.
think I saw that I can't remember.
That wasn't in 3D.
That wasn't in 3D. That movie was fucking amazing.
It was cool.
That movie was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Putting it in 3D wouldn't have changed anything.
I think it would have.
But the movie wasn't made for 3D. Because what did I go see? I went to go see the Dawn of the War, the Planet of the
Did you see that in
Apes.
3D?
Yeah.
That was great.
That didn't change anything.
What? When you see like the fur, it's not about coming out of the screen. Sometimes it's about like the depth of it or like the clarity
yeah.
of the effects. Like
But-
the monkey fur when they were throwing the poop, it looked like it came right out at you.
I hit with the poo.
Yeah, they should have had things that came out of the screen that chucked monkey poop at you.
The movie itself
Make it
was amazing.
realistic as
The movie
hell.
itself was amazing. I don't need 3D slapped onto it.
Yeah, but it's not always a gimmick, Ron. I'm telling you.
All right.
All right. Well, we got off topic.
We had such an argument.
I wanted to talk about briefly the time that I stood outside Wawa with my friend trying to sell my very first Game Boy. I think that was my first handheld system. I also had a Game Gear. I had a PSP. I had a DS. I have a 3DS now. I love handheld systems.
We need to make more of those.
I want a Nomad. The Sega Nomad is a Genesis, like a portable Genesis.
Nice.
The only problem is they all ate like 9 batteries.
Wow.
But yeah, I wanted what did I want? What did I want to sell my Game Boy for? I can't remember. Whatever. They also had a thing called Pocket Arcade that I sold all my X-Men cards for, and that was like a piece of shit. I remember it
Ryan.
being, and I was like, no, I sold all my
I
X-Men
feel so
cards for
bad.
this piece of shit. All I did growing up was sell my shit to get other shit,
And then find out it was
sell
shit.
that shit, and then find out that was shit, and then sell that shit back to get the other
Jesus.
shit back that I sold.
That's a fucking roller coaster of a life you must have been living.
It was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Unstable for sure.
Unstable.
I wouldn't recommend my kids do it when I have them.
Yeah. But to go back a few steps, I remember when I was when The Sims first came out. Now I didn't have The Sims 1, but I remember the craze that happened.
How did they talk?
Well, I mean, they sort of spoke it. Apparently, they speak in a bunch of different languages.
How does it sound?
It's like I know what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to see if you know how they sound. I don't know.
They don't really speak a specific language. It's a
You're
mixture
good. You're good
of
at
like
impressions.
fucking what's his name? Kazooie. Kazooie's was that was it. At least
Yeah,
that's
but you
a
also
sound.
did like the.
Because that's not like those are just sounds. Those
You better
are
make this good because it's probably the last thing we're going to be able to say.
what Sim.
Whatever you're fucking talking about right now, We're in an hour 23 minutes of this fucking show.
It's a podcast.
It's all right, but no, I want all our shows to have about the same amount of time.
Okay.
So I think we should wrap it up soon.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just say this. I remember when I was playing The Sims, busting out with my older brother.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because we never played a game where you could live life, sort of. Like you could control somebody, you could tell them what to do and everything like that. We thought it was really cool. We made our sim go to the bathroom. We lost our fucking minds. I don't know
When they
why.
went to the bathroom?
That is the most prominent memory I've ever had in my entire life.
Of the Sims going to the bathroom.
Of playing The Sims for the first time and telling our sim to go to the bathroom, and me and my older brother just fucking
A
lost
Sim
it.
takes a shit, and it's the most prominent memory
it
you
did the
have,
mosaic thing.
where it blocks it.
It blocks it.
Yeah, that was.
We were just like, whoa! Like I can't believe we told him to do that.
And you did it.
We controlled him. That's crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you just sat there pissing your own pants.
Most games, it's like you don't do that.
Well, you don't need to go to the bathroom in most games.
Well, that's the
Resident
thing.
Evil 4 is also a fantastic game for the
Resident
Wii.
Evil 4 is a wonderful game.
Well, they ported it to the PS3, but the GameCube.
There we go.
It first started on the GameCube, and that game was fucking amazing. I remember my friend had it. He hadn't even opened it yet, and we had a sleepover, and they fell asleep, and I took the game. And I opened his copy of the game, and I put it in the game. I opened somebody else's game.
You monster!
I know.
You monster!
I know. And I couldn't stop playing. And
You're
a
monster.
I know.
And it was on his system.
Yeah.
Which means all the progress you made was basically overtaking his.
Well, I mean, there are other memory slots.
You monster!
All right, that's all the time we have. That's all the time we have for R&R in the Car, the video game episode. We didn't mention one time your fucking channel. Which is basically a video game channel.
There's a million other channels that play video games, though. Not just mine.
You do it. Plug yourself.
I'm sick of plugging myself. I'm sick of it. There's no point.
Can I plug you?
Sure.
All right, take your pants off.
Hey.
Listen. If you want to watch Ronnie play video games and talk to himself, check out one of his videos on his Ed Boy channel on YouTube. Or now he's got videos on Twitch.
You might not want to do that anymore. That channel's dead. like it ever lived to begin with.
What is it, Ed Boy on Twitch?
It's _Ed Boy.
_Ed Boy, which is EDD space BOI.
No space.
No space. EDD _ EDD BOI.
There you go.
On Twitch.
Yes.
He's real funny. Way better than he is on this show, so don't worry.
Yeah, on this show.
He'll actually entertain you. You might actually hear him because nobody's playing stupid music over his voice.
Well, if you're ever sitting around and you're like, God damn it, I could really go for some good-ass fucking music right now, you gotta go on the SoundCloud and you gotta look up, what's your name?
Riot. RYET.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Riot, where he makes phenomenal music. He just came out with a single called Help, spelled with 2 P's. Fucker can't spell.
No,
but
it's Help. It's two L's.
Oh, it is?
HELLP.
I can't fucking spell. It's amazing. He raps with Tevin. He is incredibly prolific. He's a wonderful guy. You should really go check him out.
Thanks, Ronnie. Ronnie does great stuff, too. So, from both R's in the car.
Both R's in the car.
We'll see you at the next boss battle.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to be talking about movies.
Hey!